Hello everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. I know it's been a minute since I uploaded a video. I've actually been remodeling my studio, which I will actually show you guys my updated studio in a later video. So just make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell notification so you're notified when I do upload that video. So today we're going to be making magnetic bookmarks. I just recently got into making magnetic bookmarks and I am loving it. I also upgraded my my computer from a Windows to the iMac Mini M4 and I am loving that too. It's like I can get through everything much faster now since I migrated over completely to Apple products. I already had the iPhone, iPad, and the iMac, just added a little extra touch. So before we get into how to make these into Canva and Cricut Design Space, I want to go over some options on how we can create these. There's 3 ways we can actually make this. So we're going to go over all 3 ways and then I'll show you in Canva if you want to choose either of these options. So the first one is just a regular PNG. As far as you're just doing an image, no words in the image at all, just a regular picture. On both sides. Just like this in Canva, you're only going to flip the image to make sure that the outline or the overlay of the image matches the front and the back. You're just going to flip it vertically. Now the second option is when you have to flip it horizontally and vertically. Now some people, now this is just my preference, I want to be able to read the bookmark on either side of the page. I don't really care about it aligning because once it's on a page, you're not going to know that it's not aligned because there's a page in between the bookmarks. So I feel like I would rather be able to read it on both sides than to not see how it's backwards. I don't like that. So if you want to be able to read it on each side, you will flip vertical and horizontal. Okay. Vertical, horizontal, vertical. This one as well is going to be vertical. So this is where the overlay is aligned, and this is with words. Is aligned front and back, but then when you flip it over, it's backwards. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into Canva and Cricut and show you guys how I created these bookmarks as well. Well, before I do that, let's go over the materials needed. So let's go over the magnets first. There's 2 options that I have used. I have the magnetic squares, and these work the best for me. I've actually played around with a lot of magnets, and these work the best for me, and also this one. These 2 options. So either the black squares or these right here. And these are really strong, like really strong. These have the adhesive backs on these. This one does not, so you have to buy these little clear adhesive dots. And everything will be linked in the description box below. So for this one, I have the black squares. For this one, I have the magnet, and they're strong. You can hear how strong they are. Of course, these are much stronger. I feel like the metal ones are much stronger, but they're a little bit more expensive than these. So it's your preference on what's your budget and everything like that. Now you're going to need some type of laminating sheets. I have 2 options for you. I have the self-adhesive laminate sheets, which is transparent or clear. And then we have the holographic version, and this one comes with multiple options. Have this one here. Got the stars, the hearts. Hearts as well. You have the broken glass, glitter, and then clear. This is the assorted version. I always like to get the assorted version because I don't know which theme I would like to go with when I'm doing my bookmarks, but typically I would do it clear. I do have the option on my website for you to choose a holographic laminate as an option for my customers, but I typically go with the clear. Then lastly, you're going to need some glossy photo paper. Now, this is the Walmart brand Pen+Gear. To be honest, it does a wonderful job. I did these with this print paper and they came out very beautiful. I also did the bookmark cover, or you know, this little cover right here sheet with the same photo paper, and it does a wonderful job. It's up to you. You can always go with the name brand, but you know, why spend more money? And now the last thing is optional. I will have to do this in another video, how I made the backings, my promotional backings for my magnetic bookmarks. I did make multiple options based off of the theme of the bookmark that I'll actually be creating. I just wanted multiple options, depending, like for example, this one I chose the yellow with the butterfly, and then for the pink one I chose more of a pink thing. I just want everything to kind of, you know, match, because when I buy my magnetic bookmarks, I want to keep this to keep my stuff organized. Yeah, but these are all the ones that I created, and I created these in Canva as well. But like, again, I'll do this in a later video, so make sure you're subscribed again so that you're notified when I upload that video as well. So since I went over all the materials needed and the actual magnetic bookmarks, let's go ahead and hop into Cricut Design Space and Canva. All right, everyone. So I do have an extended screen. So I do have Canva on one side and Cricut Design Space on the other. So what you're going to do in Canva is you're going to actually create a custom size and do 2 by 4 inches, and hit create design. Now I already have one created right here. So I'm going to go through these bookmarks. So I'm going to remove these words, and then so you can know exactly what I'm referring to when I showed you at the beginning of the video. So if I wanted to choose some words like self-love, and I'm going to make this as big as this, as the bookmark cycle. We're going to resize it in Cricut. So then I duplicate this and I take it to the top. And since I want to be able to read self-love on either side of the page, I'm going to flip it horizontally. Then I'm going to flip it vertically. All right. Then I'm going to go over to Elements again and click on a square. Make sure it's touching the top and the bottom image. And we're going to change the color to kind of match the aesthetics of the self-love. Let's do like a soft pink. Okay, that's a pretty pink. I like that. I like that one even better. Let me see. I like that one. I'm going to stick with that. Now, I always like to decorate my my tabs. So I'm going to go over and click on some little dots. And since these are a little light, let me choose something like a, there we go. Or maybe a soft purple would be pretty. Let me see here. I think purple looks prettier. And I'm gonna stretch that out, duplicate this a few times because I'm gonna move this completely to the back. So you're not gonna see this tab. So I'm gonna highlight just the dots and the middle tab. I'm gonna group it together and then send it to the back, just like that. Okay, then I'm gonna highlight everything and I'm gonna hit group. So this bookmark is completely done. I will be able to read self-love from either side of the page. Now, the next example, if you actually want the overlay to match on either side, let me delete this. So if you have some words here, you're going to duplicate. You're going to flip vertically only. That means when you fold it over, everything will match, but then good things are coming will be backwards. I'm not going to create this one, but this is just an example for you guys. If you want to, you know, if you want the overlay to match, but then you want the other back side to be backwards, but who wants to read backwards on the other side of the page? But again, everybody has their preference. So I'm going to do it horizontal because I want to read this on either side. so let's go ahead and get these into Cricut Design Space. So over here, we're going to download these PNGs as transparent. Tester, since I'm just doing this for you guys. I might actually add these to my website as well because they're really cute. But let's just put it as tester for now. I'm going to unzip, open, and then we're going to go over to Cricut and we're going to upload these images. So let's do one by one. Apply, flat graphic, upload. I'm just going to keep doing this for all the other images. So I have all 4 images. So to get them the perfect size to match my 3" by 3" little backings for my magnetic bookmarks, I like to stay within, let me put them on top of each other, no more than 5 inches, like 4.5, 5 inches tall, because we're going to add overlays on these. So it's going to make it a little bit bigger. So, oops, let me back up. Oh, there go the bears. It's taking forever for stuff to load up. So I'm going to make sure they're around right there, because once I add the overlays, it's going to probably bring it to about 4.5. So let's start with the first one here. I'm going to create sticker, die cut sticker, custom, and I think I put 0.095 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's hit apply. I like that size. Let's do that again for all of the rest. I'm going to group these together. I always like to group my stuff together, and then I'm going to hit save. I have to figure out why these aren't opening up. I might have to restart the computer, but then we're going to hit make. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. Send to printer. I have my printer selected. I like to add, turn add bleed off and use system dialog on. I hit print, and you're going to select your depending on if you're on a Windows or not. But since I'm on Apple now, it'll automatically pop up for you to kind of change the quality of the print. So you're going to select photo copy paper or photo glossy paper, and it's already going to put the quality at best. Hit print. All right. Now it's printing right now, so I'm going to go ahead and go over the Cricut settings. So what I typically like to do is I already bookmarked it, is I like to do the sticker paper clear no liner, or the printable water sticker paper transparent. Either one of these will work just fine. So I'm going to click on this one right here and then hit more. I always like to add extra pressure, just in case, because we're actually putting photo paper thicker than regular paper, and on top of your laminate sheet makes it a little bit thicker. Just want to make sure it cuts the first time. All right, so everything is printed out, and it came out really pretty, nice, vibrant colors. And the laminate sheet that I'm going to be using today are the hearts. I was going to do the clear one, but why not? Let's use the hearts. So the first thing I like to do is I don't want to have any laminate over my Cricut Design Space markers, because it'll have a hard time reading it, and then it's not going to cut properly or cut outside of your image, and you don't want that. We don't want to waste any products. So I like to actually mark right outside of the markers. It's right here, right there. And then I use my paper trimmer to go ahead and cut this. Let's see. I always keep my scraps because you just never know. I have like a whole drawer full of leftover scraps. I'm definitely going to be using them. I just have to, it's just easier to just cut a sheet. So let's see there. Put this over to the side. And then you're going to take your image and your scraper. I always like to peel aside. Just the top portion and fold it over until I align it at the top. Kind of get that soft little squeegee before I actually start pulling this paper. And all you're gonna do is just pull and go like this to make sure you have a nice, even coat and there's no bubbles. Kind of go over it back and forth. This should look something like this. Throw that to the side. Now, sometime, you know, when I first did it, I used to get a lot of air bubbles and stuff. But if you take your time and go through it, trust me, practice makes perfect. I'm using my standard grip, Hello Hobby, which is a Walmart brand. I do have a lot of Cricut mats, but, you know, I just grabbed this one, whatever I seen first. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this on here. I'm going to use my brayer tool. Make sure everything is on there. All right, so everything should peel off smoothly, just like that. And a neat little tip or trick is to flip it over and peel it off this way so it doesn't have that curling effect to your bookmarks. Like that. Okay. So now that we have our bookmarks all printed out, I'm going to go ahead and add some magnets to the back. I'm going to add 2 different type of magnets so you can see the different ways that they're applied. So again, I have the 2 magnets here. So for, I think I'm going to use this one, the metal ones for this, and these 2, the smallest ones, and then the big ones for these. All right, so what I like to do is I flip them over. Okay. I take off 2 magnets. Make sure they actually remove itself. Sometimes they be stuck together. So just make sure both of them are able to be removed. Take off 2 magnets there. This one. They're so strong. That one seems like it's stuck together unless I'm tripping. 2. Okay. Now these have a, the sticky part is on the back, but there's a clear little film on there you have to actually rip off. So I like to add where I'm gonna put the magnet, maybe like right here in the middle. Right there in the middle. Sometimes they're easy to get off, and then sometimes I have to use something else. So yeah, see how that comes off? Okay, then I'm gonna put, oh, I dropped it. Put the magnet on top. Just like that. Sticky adhesive and put it on top of the magnet. Then I'll rip off and then fold it just to make sure everything's aligned correctly. Just like that. the little plastic off. So probably a little harder to do this. Then you're going to take it and fold. I like to press down where the magnets are and then press up. Align, press down where the magnets are, then press up. Did that one. Now these are much simpler. Move on to the black magnet. Just going to flip these over. I like to put them in the middle here, just like that. And the same as I did for the circle ones too. I like to make sure I have it aligned like that, and then I press down and then fold up, press down and up, and press it down as hard as you can. You see how the overlay is off, but then when you flip it on each side, you'll be able to read self-love, which I like. Same with the lips. Add that there. Then make sure press down and then slide up. Same with this one. Perfect. I like how those came out. And this, of course, is my book that I like to use in all of my videos. Just very cute little mock-up. That's on there. Very pretty. Let's go to another page so I can mock up these. Alright everyone, so that concludes this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's a bit lengthy, but like I said, when I do tutorials, I like to be very thorough when I'm explaining everything. But if you really enjoyed it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you're notified when I upload my next video. And if you have any questions about this video or this tutorial, just leave a comment down below and I'll be happy to answer your guys' question. I'll see you guys on the next video.